Why did you decide to have a third baby? But it just made me so incredibly uncomfortable. The one thing I'm stressed about, why I didn't share about the pregnancy right away. When are you due? We know about the gender, baby name question, and it's not that I'm a complete train wreck. Why do you not seem to be excited about this pregnancy? Here are all the answers you've been waiting for. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I think you can see part of Mitchell's body in the screen here. He's just reading. We're not gonna mind him. He's not gonna mind us. It's fine. Today, I wanted to sit down and just like chat. It's been a really long time since I have done that or just really been like very active and posting and giving you all the updates. So I feel like today's a good day to do so. Buckle in. We're gonna talk lots about my current pregnancy. We're gonna talk about where the heck I've been for like most of 2022, kind of things moving forward, what Mitchell and I are doing now, all the things. So if that interests you, make sure you keep watching. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. Last time I filmed update video, my whole brain and head was just echoing. I just don't feel like myself when that happens. As usual, all of my social media links are below. I'm most active on TikTok right now. Instagram, I've been trying to post more stories, but TikTok has been the place I've been trying to post at least once a day. Let's maybe start with 2022. This was our first year of like launching our business. First year of us doing it full-time all year long. If you're unaware, we now do photo and video commercially. So we take on clients, both commercial clients and just more personal clients as in weddings. We also worked with restaurants. We worked with a private jet company. We've worked with fitness people, like just all the things, really no parameters at this point, but weddings I would say has been like the most consistent outlet throughout our business journey so far. I quit my job at the end of 2021 and that's when we started to kind of get into it, and then 2022 entirely that's what we were doing, and now we're continuing with that going into 2023. I don't know exactly how many weddings we did last year, but it was definitely a lot, especially because the wedding season where we live is like 3 months, 4 months at most. So there's really limited number of projects you can take on, especially when most of them are on a Saturday, and there's only so many Saturdays in a wedding season, but we definitely did manage to get lots, and it was really, really fun, and we are really excited to do it again this year. Of course, this year there's going to be some changes since we are having our third baby at the start mid-June, right at the start of wedding season. So we're definitely going to see how things go. I'm not taking on too much just to not overwhelm myself, but Mitchell will definitely be full swing doing videography. I feel like it would be a missed opportunity if I don't take this second to plug ourselves. If you're a couple that's getting married in like Western Canada anytime soon and you are still looking for photo and video team, please reach out. I will leave our website down below and you can contact directly through there. If you're a business looking for some content to be made local to central southern Alberta, or if you are a brand looking for some UGC content creation, absolutely reach out. I've been doing some UGC over on mostly TikTok. Oh, that's not cool. I've been really enjoying UGC and really hope to do more of it in this year. If you have any leads or any interests in that, definitely send me an email. But otherwise, that's kind of been our thing. Like obviously we've been doing some social media, but we have obviously taken a step back, mostly because we were so busy with work. The last few months of 2022, every single spare second we had, we were editing weddings. We were seriously just plugged in literally during the day, during naps, during bedtime, any time of the day. I got through so many reality TV shows because I would just have them in the background while I was editing photos. Same with Mitchell, he was plugging away at all those videos. There was just no time for us to be focusing on our own content, which is why it did take a break, take a pause. But also I feel like so much of the internet and social media has changed and shifted that it's different to stay on top of and stay engaged with. At this time, we're just figuring it out, taking it at our own pace. There were quite a few people that asked about like vlogs and if family vlogs are coming back. I have been vlogging, just like a few weekly vlogs here and there, but not kid focused. I want to start to distance my children from social media, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but this is something I've started to implement for many months now. I've obviously seen a lot of people do this as well. I think it's really popular in the teen mom community right now. A lot of those girls are taking a break from sharing their kids, which is totally up to them. For those that are continuing to share their kids, it's totally fine. But I think for me, the pivot point, if you will, was Sophie was a few months old. I would often just like share cute little photos of her on my story, and a lot of times it was just photos of her individually in the frame, if that makes sense. And I had somebody DM me and send me a screenshot of their lock screen being Sophie. And I know that this person had zero ill intent, and I think they were just like a young kid, but it just made me so incredibly uncomfortable that I have never posted a photo of her alone ever since. You never know who's watching, you never know who's screenshotting, and you want to think that the world's a good place, but of course we know that not to be necessarily true, so you just want to be cautious. I've definitely taken the conscious effort to not share them nearly as much, both updates about them as well as them physically, and that's just a decision we've come to as parents. And I'm not saying that I will never ever share something about my children or share my children again, because they're such a big part of my life that when I'm daily vlogging, like, they're gonna be in and out, and that's fine, but the content will no longer be centered around them. I don't know what approach we're gonna take with this new baby. I don't know if internet will never see this baby's face. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go. But as of right now, it's a blanket statement that our children will no longer be nearly as shared on the internet as they once were. I definitely want to come back to YouTube and to Instagram and all the things and be far more consistent. It feels that all of those social media channels that I just mentioned are all video now, and it's confusing because for so long of my social media eras I have been taking photos, and that has not necessarily been my number one passion, but like that's just how my brain works, I guess. To me, photos are super important and they provide so much memory. We take so many that I don't share, that I just have on my phone or on the computer or whatever. The apps are all changing, they all want to be each other. I don't know what to do about it. I love you guys and I love creating content, and I never want that to stop, so I don't want to let it stop. But I really hope you guys enjoy the videos. If you do, make sure you're interacting with them, you're giving them likes, you're commenting, because I really appreciate it. Okay, I wanted to kind of just get into a few of the questions that were specifically asked, predominantly pregnancy ones. So I saw some questions about, why did you decide to have a third baby? Did you know it was the right time? How do you figure out it was the right time? I don't think there ever is a right time to have a baby, really. Life is always just going so quickly and things are always going on. I don't think you'll ever have a perfect plateau of every area of your life where it's like, we're in a calm season, let's have a baby. I mean, for some people maybe, but like not for me. This is my third and it's never been that case. Sophie is getting bigger. We definitely didn't want a big age gap, even though it'll still be 3 years, which is on the greater side of things, but you know, still manageable. I also have a few friends that I'm pregnant with, which is really exciting, and like finally I get to experience that, since I was literally 16 and then 21 or something when I had my other two. So definitely not necessarily the time for my peers to be getting pregnant on purpose. So we always knew, I always knew, that we were gonna have more than 2 children. In terms of like the actual timing itself, part of the year that we're having the baby in, it's not ideal per se to be having a baby right at the start of wedding season, but at the same time, when is there an ideal time in your pregnancy to be working wedding season? Like right now I'm actually feeling really good, but that is really unpredictable. Last time I was pregnant, I was super sick for most of my pregnancy. Being super pregnant versus very newly pregnant during wedding season are also challenges within themselves. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna see how it goes. We're obviously gonna have to have a lot of help with the baby. The one thing I'm mostly stressed about or nervous about is like breastfeeding, pumping, all those things while I'm at the weddings, because how are we gonna make it work? We'll see. Of course, most of the questions were related to gender and whether or not we know about the gender, or if we're going to find out, or if we're going to tell you guys, and all the things. So here are all the answers you've been waiting for. As of this moment in time, as I'm filming this, we do know the gender. We found out at our recent, not at our recent appointment, but like shortly after said appointment. It was really special. Mitchell and I were the first two to find out, and that's really exciting. We will be sharing. We are doing a gender reveal party for our friends and family coming up, and then we will do a video for you guys so that you're in the know as well. Because we have one of each, we have a boy and a girl, it like makes sense for us to not find out and then just like keep it a little surprise. But I can't do that. I really can't. We have most baby things this time around. The only thing is clothes, right? So if we're having a boy, we would need more clothes. So I wanted to know. Sophie wore mostly pink for her whole life. So if we have a girl, we're mostly prepared, like 90% prepared, I would say. If we have a boy, like 75% prepared. But you guys should know the gender, I would say towards like end of February to mid-March. Be on the lookout. Also, I saw some questions about why I didn't share about the pregnancy right away, why it took so long. So in comparison to Sophie's pregnancy, we are like a month behind. If you were around for her era and her pregnancy, you would know that we kind of announced, I think it was late November, Vlogmas and all those things, and whatever, we found out her gender at the end of December, and it was a vibe. This time around, we found out we were pregnant like mid-October, and we told our families pretty much right away, but then again, we were so busy with work that I didn't have time to like pre-film all these videos, get them pre-edited, because that's what I did last time. I had them all, I was uploading like twice a week. And then obviously the holidays came and things were so busy. We went on a trip. I just didn't have it in me to be then worrying about content and telling you guys and all the things. It was kept on the DL intentionally, but not. Like, I didn't mean to wait so long. I didn't announce until I was about 18 or 19 weeks pregnant, which is pretty far along. But typically people announce around, I don't know, 12, 13 weeks. So I wasn't super far off, kind of, but not too much. And now the baby's coming even sooner than if I announced in like November. There were also questions coming out of the like announcement video where we announced that we were pregnant with our third. Why do you guys not seem excited? What's going on? Why do you not seem to be excited about this pregnancy? Macho, come here. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
You excited to have another babe?
So excited to have another baby.
Are ya?
Yeah.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. 12 out of 10.
The newborn cuddles.
Have all the babies with this woman.
He's just saying that because I got after him for saying that he doesn't want 15 kids with me.
Okay, well, 15 is excessive.
I know,
You
but
need a school bus. I don't want to drive around in a school bus.
you need a special license for that.
I don't even have my graduated driver's license.
Better get on that, bro.
I don't need to. I procrastinated so long that they're getting rid of the graduated driver's license now, so procrastination.
Well, no, it's...
Yes, the GDL.
GDL is what we have. It's the full.
Okay, yeah, whatever, full license.
I could see where those questions and assumptions were coming from. In the video, I didn't make it a big deal to like tell him or the kids about the pregnancy because I knew that if I tried to plan something like...
I would know something was up.
Yes, if I planted a little box or something for him to open, like he would immediately know what it was, especially because we were trying and he was like aware of the situation. Whereas if I just blurted it out on a random road trip, he would be caught off guard, which he was.
I was definitely caught off guard.
And so that's why he was
What?
He was just shocked. He wasn't necessarily stoked. Like it was what rather than
well,
oh,
it was just like I was just like shocked. Well, because last time I like set up the whole box and stuff, so I just assumed that like
annoying.
I just assumed like it'd be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And would like tell me at the same time she tells the kids. So yeah, I was just shocked.
And then when we filmed like the little debrief clip of us discussing the fact that we're pregnant and our feelings and everything, we were just really tired that night. It was literally like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. We were both tired right before we went to get ready for bed. So definitely wasn't the most ideal time to be like, we're pregnant! We're so excited! So I could see where such assumptions are coming from, but we are, of course, so excited. The kids are excited. I think Sophie doesn't really know what's coming her way, but it's fine.
I'm not gonna be the baby anymore.
No, and I don't think she's gonna take it too well, but...
Here's to hoping.
Thank you for clearing your name. Very excited. We wanted a baby and here we are, so... Not too stoked to have another C-section, which is probably the plan. I would rather have a C-section versus a VBAC, but I'm just like not stoked to go through it. You know, I'm excited for like those like first day or two in the hospital, to be honest though. Granted, if we have our own room, which really isn't guaranteed this time, which I'm not thrilled about. But I feel like with Sophie, those few days were just so special. I'm not stoked to go through the whole recovery. I remember breastfeeding being extremely painful with Sophie, and then I got really bad mastitis. So we're gonna do everything to avoid it this time, but who freaking knows? There were some baby name questions, if we have any baby name ideas. And no, we have not landed on a name. We have landed on a middle name. Regardless of the gender, we're gonna go with either Mitchell's grandma's middle name or Mitchell's grandpa's name, who had recently unfortunately passed. If anybody has suggestions, please leave them in the comments. We are thinking S name just because our other two kids are already S names, and I feel like we're too deep to not use an S name, but unfortunately there aren't a ton of S names that we like. I think we will maybe do another video like last time where we shared our baby names that we like but won't use. I have added to my list a little bit since we did that video but I still really like all those names. Anyways, if you have suggestions, please comment down below. We really need them. When are you due? I am due mid-ish June because I'm having a C-section. I'm probably going to be able to have it as early as 39 weeks. So that'll put us closer to the start of June. June it is. I'm really excited. We're having a little Gemini baby. We'll see how it goes. One of my best friends is Gemini and I'm obsessed with her. Hopefully this baby's not too much of a rascal. Also some questions about like how I've been feeling, how this pregnancy has been. And this is the first pregnancy where I took diclectin. I was prescribed it with Sophie, but I never took it. Whereas this time I did start taking it pretty much right away when I found out. And that I think suppressed the nausea, but it made me more tired. Since getting really into my second trimester, I've been feeling very good. So I really can't complain. I'm sure that as I get bigger, I'm just gonna get more uncomfortable. As of right now, where my belly, I will show you my belly in a second. My belly's not too big and I'm just feeling pretty normal. Like I have a harder time waking up. I'm more tired. There were some questions about the new house and if we have adjusted well. Oh, my camera's gonna die. And I would say yes. So we have been in this house since like the end of July and we've been really enjoying it. We like the area, we like how close things are. That layout of the house has been really good as well for us. This is kind of the first time we've had to really unpack and go through things, organize things, because when we moved in, it was peak wedding season and things haven't just really stopped until now. So I recently went through the entire playroom, which we've really neglected since moving in. So that was really nice to get some organization going in there. We don't have a garage though, which does suck, but it is what it is. Our car currently is still unwell and I actually don't think I have posted the video yet explaining what's been going on with it, but it is coming, so stay on the lookout and to hear all the car tea. There's also some questions about like how I stay organized and stay on top of things, with the kids' work, all the things, and I really appreciate you thinking that I am super organized and on top of my shiz. And it's not that I'm a complete train wreck, just like sometimes. I obviously try to use a planner, I try and do all those things. I do feel like my days are really short though, which is unhelpful. I would say laundry is our biggest downfall as well, just getting that all done, sorted, put away, and then like doing that all over again every week is a lot. So if you're like that too, please don't feel bad. It's just part of the game. But honestly, you guys, we're all just trying to figure it out, okay? So if you feel like you're dropping the ball on things, if you feel like you're not nearly as organized or put together or whatever as you see the moms on social media, please know that social media is not, it's not that it's not real, but it's very curated. So I'm not going to show you my bad days necessarily. I'm not going to show you when my house is destroyed. Since this kind of slower January winter season, I have been able to just implement some upkeeping techniques, if you will, with the house. Like Mitchell and I try to do a quick clean every day just to like stay on top of things. I need to do that. Between making food all the time for the kids and yourself, and because I'm pregnant, I'm hungry all the time, so I feel like I need to be eating all the time. Mitchell has now fully taken over lunch duty, so he like packs stuff in lunch all the time. He's kind of in charge of his whole backpack and packing him everything he needs. We have Sophie's stuff obviously, and then they're both doing a lot of sports. We only have one free day a week where nobody has anything, so it's just like a lot. It's busy, but it's good. I'm okay with it, and sometimes certain aspects of life lack attention, and that's fine. If my house is a mess but my kids are happy, like whatever, we'll figure it out. And then the mess will be there tomorrow. We'll clean it up. It's fine. If you can, implement 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. Set a timer for yourself, run around your house and clean up as much as you can, because chances are when that timer goes off, you're probably going to want to keep going for a little bit longer, or you've still made a ton of progress in that short amount of time. Because walking into a mess of a house, it can be extremely overwhelming to try and clean everything, whereas if you just break it down into manageable chunks, it's a lot easier to swallow. We are really bad at involving our kids with chores, and I know we need to get better because it's just going to get worse and worse as they get older if we're not getting them used to helping out around the house. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think that's gonna be pretty much everything I cover. If you have any more questions, leave them below. I could do an updated little one, or I could just kind of incorporate things into vlogs as they come out. I really appreciate you being here and watching and supporting me. I know so many of you often comment like, I've been here since 16 and pregnant video. That was 8 years ago, babe. 8 years ago, you were here watching my videos. That's insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate you to the moon and back. Again, if you want to follow me on my other platforms and just stay in touch, if you will, I will leave those down below for you. But I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me show you my bump quickly before I forget. Here it is. I am now 20 weeks. I think. It's funny how like third pregnancy, I don't even know how far along I am anymore. Whereas even with Sophie, it was like, I am 20 weeks and 3 days. Right now, we're somewhere in the second trimester. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.